So one of the really neat things about...
Oh, turn him around real quick.
Yeah, you can see his little backpack.
And you see the arms just like clutching it super close to him, yeah.
So he uses his arms and his weird little legs in all of his normal attack. I'm sorry, but
his legs seem to be normal size.
No, but the way his knees are and his little feet.
All right.
Like you can see here, he's literally throwing different stuff from his backpack.
And I love how like fluid all the arms are. Too,
yes,
right? Like,
it's so cool how they work together. He has a lot of two-player animations, which are like grapple moves.
Which Tyler loves.
Yeah. So he's almost like a hybrid grappler in a weird way.
I like two-player animations because the other player can't do anything about it.
I love this one because of the weird way he gets down on his knees like that. Yeah.
He definitely has a very interesting fight style.
Yeah.
Something we haven't really used before.
It's not like a traditional martial art at all.
It's just kind of, I'm going to throw everything I got at you.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like this is a sweep. His hop attack. So you can see it's this mix of weapons and magic.
Yep. See, we're on the same page today.
He is a very unusual character, which I think is neat.
Cool. So, what should we start with? Base
Let's start with base specials. So the first one is you can see the little mace he has attached to a chain. He has this really long range kind of projectile move, and he can actually charge this up.
I'd hate to interrupt you for a second. Could you go back for a second? Even though this seems to be a Tarkatan war camp, there's a beautiful rainbow back there.
Yeah,
Look at that beautiful rainbow.
Beauty can happen anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
So he can actually cancel out of it, which is another thing he can do. He has a couple moves that he can cancel, and if he fully charges it, you get a big old crushing blow.
And it's going to take about a second to fully charge that too, so you're vulnerable the entire time.
Right, you're vulnerable the entire time, which is why the cancel's pretty decent.
And it's fun for me to hear that crushing blow situation because as we play more and more, we're all sharking for crushing blows more, and like that's cool to know. Yeah.
All right, so another move he has is this move, which is actually a projectile absorb. I picked Jax, which probably wasn't wise because he doesn't have a normal projectile, so I gotta wait.
You got this, Steve.
I totally missed. This is so bad because of heating up his arms. All right, here we go.
Wait. There you go.
So he absorbs a projectile, and the neat thing here is, if he amplifies it, okay, this is it for serious. If he amplifies it,
Ooh, you got
he gets this orb that he can follow behind.
What's up?
And he can use that to force them to back or to block, and he can use that in setups.
Movement, yeah.
Exactly, right. So you're trying to zone him, and then he actually flips it back, stops your zoning, and then zones you. Another move he has is
Even
his
collects
charge.
your projectiles.
I did not think of that, but that is super clever. This is like his combo ender. You're going to end a lot of your juggles with it. You can amplify it to do additional damage. And finally, he has this bola attack, which he tosses this. If you amplify it, he's going to get a capture state, so he gets a combo. And he can also hold this like his mace, and he can actually cancel it if he wants. He can cancel forward or just out of it. It's pretty good. It's a little bit on the slow side, but obviously that's one of his main combo starters. So that's kind of his base moves. It's a lot of, I actually say farther than mid-range, and a lot of stuff that's not your typical move. You know, again, cancels, absorbing moves. He's pretty neat like that. So let's go over some of the loadouts I made.
Let's see what you got.
The first thing I gave him is up mace, which acts similar to the straight mace, but it goes up, which is why I called it up mace.
Great.
The same, the same rules apply. He can charge it, cancel it, and you can see visually it looks really similar.
So then you don't know if he's going to do the up or the straight. It's a little mindy.
Exactly, which adds to since you can cancel both. So they don't
Does
know.
the up have a crushing blow?
It does not. Another move I added is a command grab.
I love that. Can you amplify that, Steve?
You cannot, but it does have a crushing blow, and that is
What are the requirements, Steve? Give it to
for
us.
punishing a roll. So a wake-up roll is invincible,
Right.
except against throws.
Wow.
So if you read throw, or sorry, wake-up roll, you get a crushing blow into a pop-up.
Nice.
It's funny when I first read some of the things where it's like you had to punish wake up roll. I was like, well, that's not going to happen very often. The more we play and the more we roll,
Yep.
I'm like, nope, that's going to happen a lot because
Yeah.
it's such a great corner maneuver.
Yep.
The other thing I gave him is, a teleport.
Cool.
This is super fast, has really good recovery, and this is a great addition for his mobility, obviously. So you know, if you were playing a matchup where you're getting zoned out and the absorb is just too slow to get out, or he's getting overwhelmed, you know, you can use the teleport to get in. You can also use it for like setups.
And he has different variations of the teleport, right? So you can get behind them, in front of them, stay in place, I think.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's super, super fast. It's like the old school Raiden teleport. Let's go into his Fatal Blow before...
we should have throws yet?
I think so.
Let's just do it just in case.
Did that. Okay. We do back throw as well? We did. But still, throws are cool.
Throws are cool. 2-player. Tyler's in.
My vote for our most brutal.
It is really messed up.
I just love the blood out the back.
I love Jax's face during that last part.
And how he's smiling as he's sitting. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Jax is okay.
Yeah,
Jax is fine. Alright, so let's go over one more loadout.
Alright.
And I made this a zoning loadout.
Okay. Again, because he can do everything.
Right, so the first one I would use, you have teleport, then you get in, and you start doing command grab mix-ups. This one...
Real quick, though. Just look at the gilded stuff he has collected over time.
He has some really cool gear. The maces are the coolest. He's got, like... One is literally like a brain.
Yeah. I think one's like a small skeleton or something like that.
That's the one that I like. He has one that's covered. It's full of eyeballs. You can the art team, because he's anything from Outworld. You can see they were like, what about a brain on a chain? And they're like, oh, absolutely, that makes sense.
But that brain needs to have spikes. Of course.
So the first thing I gave him is a projectile. He can do it in the air or the ground, and it'll do dot damage and actually keep these flames on the ground.
It seems like I mean, you can almost build like a pool of magic, right?
And the recovery is pretty good, and he can do close, medium, or far.
You're just covering the fight line.
Jax, I love that he's just, you know, still getting pumped, even though he's on fire. That's MK.
Oh, let's look at the backpack. Oh, well, maybe we can't see it. Moving on. All right. I'm
You
over
can
it.
see it's got a skull on it. It's pretty metal.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool backpacks, too.
So then I gave him a chakram. This replaces his bola, and it is significantly faster. The trade-off is he cannot charge it anymore or cancel out of it.
Sure.
But this is awesome because the meter burn puts him in a capture state. And this has to be one of the fastest projectiles that does a capture state that's ever been in an MK.
They're there for a while. They're caught for just about a minute. You can dash up and get into that.
Yeah, like a really common scenario is he'll do it from literally full screen, and if a projectile trades, he still has time to go in and get a combo. It's awesome. So you're not going to have like the meta game of canceling it and charging it, but it's just straight up, you can't go wrong. If you're willing to commit to the amplified, it's an awesome combo starter. And it actually has a crushing blow, and its requirement is tied to another move. So if they are on fire and he does the chakram, you get that crushing blow, which gets a pop-up. So his projectile, without amplifying it, if it's a crushing blow, gets a big pop-up into a combo.
That's great. Cool. Is that basically it for this?
That is basically the Kollector. He is a...
And granted, there is more to the Kollector, but we have so much we got to go through here today that we want to just kind of touch on it and keep moving forward.
Right.